A couple weeks ago, I was the side character in some internet drama, though it wasn't exactly drama, it was more just emotional shit flinging, and it all stemmed from a video I made called I've Never Seen Something This Horrible. The video is just me joking about an event that a YouTuber held called a Super Roast Battle, where it was just a comedy special with people insulting each other. And the title of this video is still accurate. I don't think I will ever see something this bad again. I could watch my grandfather get hit by a train right in front of me, and I still wouldn't be as traumatized by that as I was watching this stand-up special. Dunking your own head into a bucket of hydrochloric acid would be less painful than watching that super roast battle. Being sentenced to the guillotine is more humane than being sentenced to watch that entire super roast battle segment. It's bad. It's horrible. And the video title still is 100% accurate. But that's not the point. I made that video joking about it, and the YouTuber that held it, Def Noodles, was a little upset about it. Though I think ultimately Def Noodles, as well as the community, realized it's not that big of a deal. You know, cringe isn't the ultimate sin. It's not a huge issue. You know, it's not a crime to hold a bad comedy night, but you know what is a crime? Assault. And that happened last night at Def Noodle's most recent Super Roast Battle. At first I thought this was staged, because it looks like something straight out of the WWE. I was half expecting Stone Cold Steve Austin to come out with a beer and a chair and hit Def Noodles in the back with it. But it wasn't. This is as raw as it gets. Def Noodles truly did blast through the door like the Kool-Aid Man and shove this guy into the crowd. Now I don't know who the guy is on stage, and I also don't know what they're chanting. It's like a fucking Yanny and Laurel situation here. I really hear a bunch of different things. At first, I thought they were chanting ringworm. And I started connecting dots and doing some mental gymnastics to figure out how the fuck that made sense. So I thought he was up there accusing Def Noodles of having a ringworm, and everyone started chanting ringworm. But then I started really trying to digest it like a fucking audio engineer trying to get into the weeds of it. And then I kept hearing rebar. And then that didn't make any sense to me either, because what, are they all fans of construction? Why would they be chanting about rebar? So I then turned to the comment section to figure out if anyone knew what they were saying. And it turns out he was chanting Red Bar, which is apparently a show that makes fun of Def Noodles sometime. So he was getting the crowd to turn against Def Noodles by chanting Red Bar, I think. That's the leading theory here, but I'm not 100% sure because I can't quite tell what he was saying. Also, this was filmed on a phone, but the whole event was live streamed yet again, and on the live stream, this whole section was muted. So that's of absolutely no value right now, but it does give us a really cool cinematic angle for the push. So we've got the bird's eye view here, and you can see there was a lot of power and anger behind that push on an unsuspecting guy on stage. Again, I don't know the history between this guy and Def Noodles, but apparently the reason he pushed him is because that guy, whose name is Salvo, went to the show to harass the crowd and interrupt the show. He also encourages fans to fight Def Noodles fans in the crowd. And Def Noodles retweeted that explanation with the truth. So if this account is to be believed, then the guy went there with the sole intention of causing a bit of a ruckus, a little pandemonium and chaos. Now, I think no matter what, it's a big overreaction from Def Noodles here. Unless, of course, there was an imminent threat where the guy was on stage talking about he's gonna start throwing hands with everyone in the front row or something, or making legitimate threats to the crowd. Couldn't tell you, but it does seem like a massive overreaction from Def Noodles here. He pushes him from behind and then hides behind his friends to keep the other guy off of him, which I think is pretty lame. If you're gonna start some shit, you gotta finish that shit. You know, it's like vegetables, you gotta finish your plate, you can't just take a bite. If you're gonna push this guy and he's ready to respond, now it's on you to employ the knight's honor, you know, the code of conduct. You have started this fight, now it is your time to engage in it. I don't like when someone does that and then immediately hides behind the muscle. So yeah, I do think that's pretty cowardly. However, I also don't think that this push is grounds for Def Noodles to be locked up, thrown in the slammer, or sued or anything. Yes, it is by definition assault, But I've always said this, and I feel very strongly about it, and I know a lot of people don't like it, but I've always believed if you're going to go somewhere just to be a douchebag and try and instigate like a confrontation or just be like a general menace, then you shouldn't be surprised when somebody fights back. I've always said this about pranksters, for instance, where a prankster's main shtick is, I'm gonna go step on someone's nice shoes or, do something to actually, like, cause distress to someone else. You should not be surprised if somebody fights back. You asked for it. This is your fault. This is always mainly applied to pranksters for me because a lot of the pranksters will go to, like, unsuspecting people out in society and, like, talk about beating their ass or, like, threatening them as part of their joke. And I've just always believed that they have the right to now do something about that. Like, you have threatened them, now I think they should have every right to shove you away or whatever afterwards. Now, why am I mentioning this? Because I actually don't believe that this applies to Def Noodles here at all. He wasn't the one being threatened or in any immediate danger, and if he felt like the audience was in danger, he should have called security to handle the situation instead of trying to take it into his own hands like Batman, like some kind of fucking vigilante. This is a situation where he should have relied on the professionals that were there. Apparently, there was security there, so he should have had them do their job and take this guy away if he felt like he was a danger to the crowd. But he didn't. He came up and shoved him from behind, and I don't think there's any way for him to really justify that and come out looking good from it. However, the reason why I just mentioned my perspective on, like, pranksters bringing it upon themselves when someone lashes out in response, the reason I mention that is because I feel like the guy here, I think his name is Salvo, he should have absolutely no grounds to try and be like this moral authority about how Def Noodles assaulted him and he's a victim or he's gonna press charges or this and that. I don't know if he's trying that, but I just want to make it clear, if he does try that shit, I'll have zero respect for him. He came there with the intention of causing a commotion, a big hoopla, trying to get a rise out of Def Noodles or the crowd, and that's exactly what he got, and he got pushed for it. This is, of course, all assuming that Def Noodles' account of the situation is the correct one. We don't have the audio outside of, like, this short video to confirm anything, so all we can rely on is witness accounts of the fucking poor souls that actually went to Super Roast Battle 2. We can only rely on what they were unfortunately cursed to see and hear. So if this is an accurate description, then his goal was to just be a big asshole and ruin the event. And he accomplished his goal and got pushed for it. So just leave it at that. He got pushed and then left. He got taken out of the venue. I just don't think you can really act surprised when something like this happens when you go there with the intention of causing a big scene and making people mad. Like, this is so shocking when you went there to be an asshole, a douchebag, and then you got pushed for it, right? I don't think he's going to do anything like that, but I keep seeing this take float around about how he needs to press charges now and have Def Noodles thrown in prison for it. I think that's an equally large overreaction because it's not like this is just some innocent angel that got pushed. According to the eyewitness accounts, his whole goal was to get this kind of situation to unfold, and that's exactly what happened. So I think what should have happened after the push is Def Noodles then calls off his friends, and then they square up like actual warriors and just duke it out. They just fucking squash it right then and there, just a little pugilistic fisticuffs, old-fashioned, just a real wholesome, action-packed finale. Like, that's how they settle it. But anyway, the second Super Roast Battle was less of a comedy event and more of just like a fight club, I guess. So, just getting wilder and wilder. So yeah, anyway, that's really about it. So yeah. I don't know how many of you are familiar with Def Noodles, but he's a controversial YouTuber. I don't really know much about him. I'm pretty unfamiliar with it. I know he does a lot of, like, news stuff. I usually see him on Twitter getting dunked on. People really don't like him for a variety of reasons. I only know, like, a few things. Like, he made fun of a guy after he cried on stream about his wife's sexual assault. Like, some tasteless shit that I've heard and seen on Twitter. But overall, I'm pretty unfamiliar with Def Noodles. But today, or yesterday, an event that he was hosting finally happened, which is this, the Super Roast Battles. It's an event he was hyping up for weeks, talking about how it's going to be the next big thing, it's going to be like a really big popular event, it's going to be great. He was even trying to goad some YouTubers into coming on to, like, settle their beef in a roast battle. So he was, like, going to charge them $15 in order to come on stage and roast each other. None of them showed up. In fact, almost nobody in general showed up. As you can see, it's not exactly like a sold-out stadium here. It's about 10 family and friends. And this was a complete fucking disaster. Like on a level I haven't seen before. Imagine Fire Festival, but if it actually happened and was worse than anyone could have imagined. I didn't watch the whole thing either. Like, I started watching it and I knew that I couldn't. I had to share it with you guys. This is unreal. We're not watching the whole thing. In fact, I don't think anyone can without puking. But I just want to show you some of the highlights here. The first, I think it's 28 minutes. So the first 28 or so minutes of this event is nothing but like rap music. That like it's 26 minutes. Right around 27 minutes. The first 27 minutes, the event doesn't even start. They just like cycle through YouTube playlists of rap or popular music. So they didn't start on time. People just sit here doing fucking nothing for 26 minutes listening to bad music. And then we get into it. And it is immediately awful. Yeah.
Coming out and putting up with that bullshit.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a really special night today. We have some really amazing comedians. We're gonna just roast the shit out of each other for your enjoyment.
So, that's not exactly the format. What he did is he assembled a few people who said they've told a joke before in their life, and he had them roast each other. But they didn't... Nobody knew each other. Literally nobody. Oh yeah, I forgot. Sorry, the volume's gonna be really low because it's so poorly put together. Sorry, here, I turned it way up. So all they can do is roast each other's appearance because they don't know them. They're random people that he got together and told them to roast each other. So it leads to the most awful, uncomfortable moments I've seen on the big stage, figuratively speaking, on stage. This was an event he charged money for, so like you paid for this, keep in mind.
Okay. Hey first. Siri, give me a coin. I don't think that's how it works. Oh, hey Siri, flip a coin.
Let's go.
Siri, flip a coin. Tails. Oh, I didn't even ask who's.
Oh, what a silly blunder.
Who's tails, who's heads?
He's just a little nervous.
You're not tails anymore. What about you, Corey? All right, Ernesto,
this is just an appetizer.
You first.
This is foreplay.
You said 2 jokes up top?
2 jokes up top.
All right.
Give your best shot.
So, to go over the rules, I won't put you through him explaining the rules terribly. His format is whoever goes first tells 2 jokes, then the person responds with a joke, then the next person responds with a joke, back and forth. So it's like 1 joke each. It's supposed to be like a roast. Keep in mind, these are strangers. These 2 people have never met until they walked out on this stage together. So they can't actually roast each other. All they can do is insult each other's appearance, and it is painful. It is so hard to listen to. It obviously no rehearsal or anything. Same with Def Noodles. He's the host, and he has no fucking clue what's going on. Started 27 minutes late, and it is an absolute joy.
I just met this motherfucker today, so you guys need to relax already, alright? Yes. But I just met this motherfucker, but he's the only person I've seen with a cankle on his neck.
Oh.
Oof.
I don't know why you're wearing fucking, I don't know why you're wearing shoes to relax, bro. What are you relaxing from? You haven't moved in days. I know you're not coming at me with that fucking neckline of the shirt looking like you fucking stretched that shit for miles. What even is this, bro? Is this like just a fucking...
You have on a vest in the summertime. Like
that's just crossing a line immediately. He just goes up and starts touching him. Ugh. Like I don't even know where Def Noodles would find someone like this. That's so yucky. Like he's not even roasting. Now he's just going up there and like caressing him. Ugh.
You have to stop talking about appearance. Like it's not working out, man. What are you doing? I can see everything going on. All right, never mind.
It's called a cock, buddy. You'd see it if you didn't have that tummy there. All right.
Oh.
That would have worked if half of you weren't fat as fuck.
He ain't got no pussy in a long time. It's been a while for him. He is upset.
I half expected him to just go out in the crowd and start throwing hands, like just absolutely ripping on the audience, just beating them down. Like, so he not only got people that don't know each other, so can't roast each other, he got, like, the most aggressive man in LA. This dude is just here to fight. So it couldn't have gone worse. A lot of YouTubers that don't like this guy, Def Noodles, were streaming this just making fun of him, and the streams were so popular, it started trending on Twitter. Christ, Cringe almost made me puke. And Def Noodles was so proud of that fact that in his recent video today, he called this a massive success and that he was trending on Twitter for hours like it was a positive thing. But the trend was people laughing at him at how bad this event was. So he swore he's going to do more because it was so successful. like I said, this is special. This is very unique. And it's only, like, this is just the beginning. I'm not going to play everyone's set because I really do feel bad for the people that aren't him. Like, they had no idea what they were getting into. This is a terrible format. You can't roast someone you don't know. You just can't do it. Unless you just want to call them ugly or point out that their fashion sense is poor or whatever. Like, that's it. It doesn't go beyond that. So I can't even be mad at them. But Def Noodle's set towards the end. I'll let this ride a bit more before we get to Def Noodle's, like in his set, but you're not ready for him.
Chat, 1 for Corey, 2 for Ernesto. Give it up for Ernesto.
Yeah!
I fucking told you, man. You lost him. You didn't even try to redeem yourself.
I don't know who Chat is, but I'm just here to tell jokes.
It looks like Chat.
When does that
Corey.
start?
Corey got a W in the chat. It's all right. You're all over.
Stop the madness. No. I think this is
I don't
important.
have any jokes for him. I mean, he is a nice guy. He does have a small bulge. It's okay. You can get over that. Just be more likable. You know what I mean?
All of that wasn't accurate because I'm not a nice guy and I don't have a small dick because obviously you saw it from here, bro. Look at this. My dick's bigger than your ass, I'll tell you that much. Can you turn around and let the people
I
see
am
what's
not
up?
gonna give you no pussy.
What does that mean? What does
I
that
am not
mean?
giving you
Please
no
turn
pussy.
around and let the people see this.
You
My
want them to
dick
see
is
my
bigger
heel
than your
booty?
ass?
Is that what you want? Hit on me on stage.
I will give it this. Your titties are bigger than my cock, I'll tell you that.
Oh,
What
you really
does
do
that
want to fuck me?
mean?
This
I don't want to, I have to.
This is sick.
I need to. It's not a want, it's a need.
Okay,
I feel like this is Def Noodle's cousin or something. Like, he really ran out of people to pull into this disaster, so he's just like, hey, Uncle Ernesto, can you come down? I just need somebody here. Please, God, I'll give you money. Because this is just so sad to listen to. I'm not gonna finish round 2. I can't finish round 2. Like, I just feel bad. I don't feel bad for him, though, for Def Noodles. So, again, they do this for another, like, 30-some minutes. They have, like, a couple more people come out. But then they have a one-on-one, which is Def Noodles versus this lady. And it is so beautiful. But I wanted to at least bring this up before he deletes it. I'm assuming at some point tomorrow he'll have, like, a come to Jesus moment where he's like, I need to take this off the internet. And I wanted to make sure that we at least got this little piece of history before that happens.
It's you and me. It's you and me. I'm like the meanest guy on the internet
Wait,
right now.
we're
People hate me. We're roasting.
Oh!
I can't wait.
Me and Peel just taking over this. Okay, I already fucking... You wearing that dare shirt because you're like, I dare you to run away from me.
So I stopped watching after his joke. That'll be new territory for me soon.
Carrot Top called. He wants his look back.
And that's when I stopped. So now this is all new.
Wait, Cat got your tongue?
No, you
Pussy
just...
got your tongue?
Nah, you look like you woke up in a dumpster.
Like, this is what happens at, like, a middle school lunch table. Like this is just awful. Ugh. And he's so proud of it, too. Which I think makes it better. If he would just, like, had self-awareness, I don't think it'd be as enjoyable. But the fact that he lives in this delusional fantasy land where people, well, where he believes people love this, I think really adds to the, like, the charm.
Probably.
Bitch,
Well,
it's
that
your
was supposed to be a
turn.
diss.
Yeah,
I'm
ho.
waiting for something.
If you don't
Tony
shut
Lopez.
the fuck...
Why are you up here?
I'm looking at your teeth because I just can't. It reminds me, you ever see that movie Ed with the horse with the big teeth?
I don't have that big a teeth. I mean, you're just like fishing for something now. You look
Really?
like emo Shaggy.
Emo Shaggy.
That's
Come on,
too
Deaf
small
Noodles.
For you, low key.
You got this.
I don't understand how you have holes on your knees, on your pants.
Oh.
'Cause you don't go down, right?
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Oh my. It's like that episode of SpongeBob. Hey, so what's up with salt shakers? Oh Oh, brother, this guy stinks. He points out the holes on her jeans. Oh. Someone who's more familiar with Def Noodles than me. Is it true that he used to call himself a stand-up comedian? Before this. Because I saw that in the comments quite a bit. I need to see more of his material.
I do. You can go down on bitches. What? Do you not know that? Again, Def
Apparently
Noodles,
not.
because he's never hit a girl with a wet pussy. Okay.
What is happening?
You're like my cousin if you were a girl.
Thank you. I bet you cried when you got those tattoos.
I did. I did. Are you from Detroit?
Oh my... It's like an NPC malfunctioning.
I'm bombing so bad. And
It's like a glitch in Fallout New Vegas. Charlie, stop. No, this is important. This was a big event. To him, I guess. And nobody else.
and I don't give a fuck.
Neither do I, bro. Come on, we in it together, doggy.
Huh?
Hey, you got
Don't
dimples
spray
too. That's what's up.
Yeah. You wanna make out?
No.
Yeah, I knew it. That's why I asked.
Oh! Oh, my man, my man. Yeah. All right. This turned less from roast into like a desperate attempt for human connection. And G. Willikers, I tell ya, he's finding it. The chemistry between these two is off the charts. They work so well together, honestly. It was a fucking fever dream. Bro, that's what I'm saying. I only watched a little bit of it, like right before stream while I was lifting, and I was like, no, I can't watch anymore. I have to save this. I need to experience this with other people. It can't just be me alone watching this fucking thing. He went to comedy school. No, I can tell, for sure. He's a master of his craft.
So you're a lesbian by choice.
Your beard is graying.
I know. I'm old. I'm 37.
You are 37? Damn, you look good for a white person. Can't even hate though.
I'm not white.
Yeah, you are.
I'm from Brazil.
I know, but you white.
This is like terrorism. This is like actual terrorism. Oh, Jesus Christ. Fucking wild. I don't know, man. I think if Def Noodles wants to amplify this, he should really lean into it. Since he says he's going to do more of it, since he loved it so much. Bring in Amy Schumer, Brendan Schaub, James Corden. Like, really just double down on being the go-to shop for the worst comedy of all time. Like, that could be his new brand. He does, like, he has a way of, like, making this salvageable. How did people who paid for this actually stay? Are you kidding me? Is that even a real question? If I paid to be there, I would cherish every goddamn moment of this disaster. You don't get to experience things like this. Like, if you go to any trash dive bar, comedy club, whatever, in America, you won't find something this unrefined. This is just actual, like, it is an actual disaster masterpiece. You don't have, like, a event this terrible. You can't have an event this bad. It's once in a lifetime. So yeah, if I paid for it, I'd stay the whole time. Yes, you will. Amateur comedy is this bad? No, you're wrong. I went to an amateur improv night one time like 5 years ago. Yeah, it's cringy, but it's like wholesome cringe. It's like I'm watching the thespian troupe have fun together. It's like, I can't be mad at that. Like, I'm not laughing, but I at least appreciate them putting themselves out there. This, bro, everyone who's come on stage seems to hate each other. Like, actually hate each other. They're not roasting. They're having an aggressive conversation at the lunch table. I really do hope he does more. I hope he's not clickbaiting. I hope he does more of these.
You just met my parents.
Yeah, this place messier than your mom's pussy.
You know you probably ate it.
Yeah, she came, baby.
Yeah! Whoa! His mom's got a drippy cooter.
Because you're gonna win, regardless.
Your eyes are too close together.
Damn. I wish they were even closer so I couldn't see you.
I like that one.
What are you writing a dissertation?
You look like the guy at the party with a backpack, but it's only filled with cocaine.
Hey, coke's
That's
good.
pretty cool.
Yeah, man, we're in LA. Like you're trying to make me look cooler?
But you lace it with fentanyl? Okay.
Yeah, I'm out here killing motherfuckers.
That was a good 25 seconds of high quality material, I'd say, actually. That went pretty well, all things considered. They had a back and forth. There was some giggles from the crowd. So they're starting to turn it around. You know, you can never really count someone out. This is the fourth quarter comeback, I think, for Def Noodles.
What are you juggling now? You trying to? What is this? This is a circus.
What are you talking about?
You want to win? It's over. There's no way I can
You
win.
look-
That's the whole thing. I'm not supposed to win. You're supposed to win.
You look like a white trash fly.
You could have gone any way with that. And you went with white trash fly?
He's not even, like, making retorts. He's just feeling insecure now. He's like, you win, please stop, I'm dead. Please, God, stop. Now you're just hurting my feelings. You're fired. This is sad, man. But, like, poetically sad. Fitting, even, I'd say. I don't know what that juggling comment was, but I appreciate it. Please release us. We're just getting started. We got another, like, good 4 minutes here, I think. Another great hustle would have been, like, actually selling tomatoes to the crowd so that way they could really get involved here. He'd make another extra, like, $100 off it. I bet all the creators that Def Noodle challenged to come out here regret not going.
I shouldn't be here.
You know what? I'm just gonna go out. I'm gonna bring the fucking check.
Comic Wars 9/11.
Hold up.
You comment Comic Wars 9/11. Hell yeah.
I bought a big ass check. I didn't fill it out. You're supposed to win $100. That's why I can't win.
I was gonna fucking win money. You're just now telling me this.
So hold up.
Oh my God.
Miranda, wake up. Hold this out with me.
If I'm not winning, why am I holding it?
Why are you screaming? Stop screaming.
I can't win. Because you won the...
Do two people win?
Just you.
Why do I win? I thought
Because you won the
Hunter
roast battle. You won!
Yeah! Hey, that was good.
Big ass check. Congratulations. The point is I can't fucking win. I can't give myself money. How fucking corny is that?
Yeah, if he could, though, he would
In
have.
my pussy. All right.
Okay. Well, that is
Why do you
pretty
keep
much it,
saying
folks.
that? Why do you keep
Hope
saying
you
that,
enjoyed
Miranda?
The comedy, the cringe, all of it. No, it's just you and me. We're closing the show.
Oh, well, this was phenomenal, right? Am I right,
Yeah.
you guys?
Yeah, you're right. You're
phenomenal.
fucking
Everybody who
right.
came over. Yes.
9/11.
Why? Please just stop
You know, next
saying
time,
that.
please don't.
But yeah, I needed to show you guys that. How special was that? I think that's extraordinary. You love to see it. He said he was going to make an unforgettable event. And Dirty Barnacles, he did it. I certainly won't forget it. And that was only like a couple of clips. I can only imagine how bad it got in the middle, too. There was still like a full hour that I haven't seen. The lost footage that I don't plan on going back for. But he is a big YouTuber. He's got, what, like 600k subs or something? Where's his channel? Here it is.
Here we are at Juggalo.
572k. So, I mean, like, he's a big YouTuber. I was going to wait for this video to be finished before showing anything or talking about it, but I just can't wait any longer. I'm scratching at my neck about this. The cup runneth over on giggles. I keep laughing to myself about it, so I just want to show you it. At least a little bit from it. A few days ago, my friends and I thought it would be a banger idea to go to a comedy club and perform a stand-up routine, a nice tight 5. But we wrote each other's material. We drew names out of a box, and we would write for whoever we got. Kind of like Secret Santa, but instead of giving a gift, we're just giving pure fucking cringe. It kind of became a competition to see who could make the worst stand-up routine that would have to be performed by the person you got from the box in front of an audience. A live audience. And I was blessed. I got Matt. And I knew I could do something diabolical. I think I created one of the worst stand-up routines most of you have ever seen. This shit is so bad, Amy Schumer's probably gonna steal a few jokes from it. And I just need to show you it. So I'm sorry for like the misleading thumbnail here because my section of this isn't done yet. The full video will be complete on Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern and go up on the other channel. But Matt's section I do have, and I want to show you it and give you a little director's commentary about the material.
Damn! Woo! How's everybody feeling tonight? That was pathetic. How's everybody feeling tonight? Oh. I said, how's everybody feeling tonight? That's better.
This was filmed at noon on a Monday. Prime time for aspiring comics. A little matinee stand-up. And that wasn't even on purpose, by the way. I wrote this before I knew when and where we'd be performing our stand-up, so I'd already wrote in, how's everyone feeling tonight? And it just so happened that it's fucking first thing in the morning, so that was great. Now, the idea behind it was, I wanted Matt to come out with bombastic energy. That was actually my direction in the script. I wanted him to come out there hooting and hollering, getting people fired up, hitting them with some of these, a little dozy-do. I wrote in a few dabs, just really rancid, foul energy. If I had the option, I would have also had a theme song play like the WWE, and it would have been the fucking Harlem Shake I'd have him try and start for the crowd. I wanted this to just be off the rails, off rip. And kudos to Matt because he sent it. That was 110% out there. Now I do want to mention that I did make a request of the audience to do their best not to laugh during his performance. I was pretty confident that most people wouldn't be laughing anyway, but I just wanted to be super safe because I wanted this to be as brutal as possible, which I know is kind of evil, but god damn it, the result is a masterpiece.
So my name's Nat. I'm from Tampa. Yeah. Whew. Tampa! Tampa! Damn. Oh, fuck. All right. I'm gonna put some smiles on your faces tonight, even though you guys aren't really feeling into it just yet. Let me get a little movement here. So I've been working on some new material. No pity laughs, please. It's all fucking hilarious, though. Okay. Okay.
The audience didn't laugh even a little bit, not even like a small sympathy chuckle. The little giggling you can hear is for me, Aaron, and Chase going ballistic. Because what I wrote in the script is that Matt would be doing silly faces, and he had to turn around and then turn back around real quick with a silly face. I wanted to channel like that TikTok Zoomer humor shit, and the audience did not feel that even a little bit. I took a little glance around the crowd. It was worse than a funeral. I know I had requested they do their best not to laugh, but there wasn't even like the slightest urge to laugh. Like, it was very clear that this material, even if not given that direction, would have elicited not even a single chuckle or a smirk. Now, since I wrote this before I saw the venue and all of that, I didn't know we'd have access to a stool. I would have 100% written in some classic Joe Rogan stool humping. I didn't know the tools we'd have at our disposal. I didn't know the equipment we'd be working with, so unfortunately a huge missed opportunity here for some stool fucking. That probably would have sent the crowd into gut-busting fits of laughter. Like, they would have been sounding like hyenas out there with how hysterical that would have been. But unfortunately I didn't know, so it's not in there. I'm gonna go ahead and let you know now. Don't expect any stool humping.
Oh, this one's gonna kill. Give me one sec. I have some props with me. I think you all can see this just fine. Okay. Sorry, I have to work with 2 phones here. All right, so you know the old story. They say you give a man a fish, he eats for a day. But you teach a man to fish and he eats for a lifetime. Those idiots never met my girlfriend. That pussy's so juicy it'd feed you for 2 lifetimes.
I can't even fucking watch it back without laughing. It was so beautifully painful. So, let me explain a little bit about this little humdinger here. So, I thought prop comedy would slay. I thought that'd be the secret sauce here, the chemical X for the routine to really flourish. Except I didn't have access to any good props, so instead I did the worst possible idea, which was tell Matt to cue up a video of the goat screaming sound meme. So instead of it being like a prop, it was more like a soundboard to complement some of the worst written jokes I could think of. So like the juicy pussy one. Also worth noting, Matt has a wife, and she was there. So for this bit, it was now more than just me, Aaron, and Chase degenerately laughing at this. Now a couple other people were. Matt's wife, Ryan, Caleb, Zach, and Drew were now starting to laugh at how awful this routine was. It's my magnum opus of cringe coming to fruition, and we're still just in the beginning, the first act.
Wow, all right. Sorry to my wife in the crowd. Oh, sorry, a different video started. I'm new to this. Oh, God, I'm gonna skip that part. Speaking of my girlfriend, she said she was tired of my indecisiveness. So I told her I decided to leave. It won't play again. I fucking hate it here. Let me pull it back up, sorry.
You can see panic start to wash over his entire soul here. This is a war zone now, and Matt's in the center of the artillery shells of cringe. The only people laughing even a little bit were us. I honestly thought for a moment someone might start heckling him. And I think if someone did do that, Matt's heart would have stopped right there on stage. We would have had to take him out in a stretcher. Oh, man. So, he skipped a lot of jokes. I was actually going to really milk the shit out of the goat screaming sound effects. I wrote like a few other jokes that would end with the goat scream. So, like, one of them was, here, I still have it written down. I'll just read one verbatim, because, I mean, they're not exactly the, top shelf material here. But damn it, I would have loved to see him performed. So, one of them that he obviously didn't say, I tried to masturbate to VR porn, but I wasn't ready to actually feel like I was in the scene. So when the girl squirted, it acted like a jump scare, had me going, goat scream. What I didn't plan for was how difficult it would be for Matt to use technology up there. I thought he'd be able to just hit rewind whenever he needed to, but it turns out he had autoplay on, and it went to an Elijah Wood documentary, which it threw everything out of whack. But I had a couple more jokes like that would be goat scream sound effect as the punchline. It was going to be putrid. I also had a couple scrapped ideas from the script. I was going to have a ventriloquism segment in there, but since I couldn't find props, I obviously couldn't find a ventriloquism dummy. But damn, I'm still so happy with how all of it had turned out.
All right. Okay. So I'm starting to think these aren't going over very well, so we're going to go back to the classics. Oh my God. You guys hearing that? Okay. All right. Sir, I am going to read your mind. You thinking of something? No, I don't got it.
There's a lot to unpack in this material here. There's a lot of nuance to it. So, after the goat screams, he abandoned that quest line. He went to another joke that I wrote in there where I acknowledged in the script, hey, I guess this material's not going over well, fully anticipating a normal audience would hate it. So I planned for the future here. So then I had him say, time to go back to the classics, and I wanted him to start armpit farting for a while. But he couldn't get any good toots going from the old pits. So he abandoned that really quick too. But I had him going around the stage doing this for a little bit, and then transitioning into crowd work. So I wanted to obviously get the audience involved. I wanted him to directly interact with them. And the crowd work, I didn't have a whole lot for, so I went for the mind reader angle. And I actually thought he did a really good job of bringing that one to life. That's pretty much exactly how I scripted it.
I can do impressions, though. Foo Fighters, you come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding and you say to me that my silly faces aren't funny. Okay, that's all my time. I'll see you guys later. Thanks. Charlie, I fucking hate you.
A brilliant finale, a wonderful conclusion. I had envisioned the routine taking close to 4 to 5 minutes, but I think as it became very clear that the audience wasn't really laughing at the jokes, Matt started to speed run through the material, missing a couple very important elements to it. But overall, what an incredible performance from Matt, huh? Give it up for Matt. The stand-up career is looking promising, I must say. The way he was able to fully commit to it, I think, is nothing shy of extraordinary. And I think the audience, while they may not have, loved it in the moment, they'll look back on it fondly as a core memory. Damn. So this is how bad stand-up can get. I was there for it. And that means something. That's special. But I'll tell you what, sports fans, I certainly loved it.
Ooh, Tampa! Tampa! Tap. Oh, fuck. All right. Wow. All right. Sorry to my wife in the crowd. Oh, sorry, a different video started. I'm new to this. Oh, God, I'm going to skip that part. Speaking of my girlfriend...
So yeah, the full video for all of our performances, including mine, will be up by Friday at 8 p.m. EST on the other channel, but I had to show you this one. This one I still keep laughing about. I'm very proud of how Matt brought the material to life. I only wish I had done more. I feel like I could have utilized props more had I known there was a stool. There was a lot of notes I could have taken from Joe Rogan with the stool. Like, there's definitely room for improvement. Maybe we do it again in the future, who knows, but it was a lot of fun. That's about it. So yeah. When you think of Mark Zuckerberg, I bet you're not thinking of his top-tier showmanship. And I think that is a crime. He is so slept on when it comes to his talent as a performer. He is like Penn and Teller, but for technology. The way he is able to convey his electrifying personality to the audience, to get them on the edge of their seats, eating out of the palm of his hands with his really high octane and fun tech showcases he likes to do. And let me tell you, he is no stranger to things going tits up during these demonstrations. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen a Mark Zuckerberg fronted meta showcase that goes according to the book. And there is nobody less equipped to handle that than Mark Zuckerberg himself. So yesterday, or it might have been 2 days ago, I already can't remember, he was doing a showcase for his new Meta glasses, and nothing was going right. But you wouldn't even know that with how smooth he plays it off.
Really proud of this. Maybe let's make, I don't know, what should we make? Maybe like a steak sauce, maybe Korean-inspired type thing, just to show what the live AI is like.
Yeah, let's try it. It's not something I've made before, so I could definitely use the help. Hey, Meta, start live AI.
Starting live AI.
Whew! Close shave. We've passed the first obstacle. Having Meta respond and the live AI assistant agreeing to take part in this demonstration without any kind of rebellious undertones. Mark Zuckerberg can breathe a huge sigh of relief. And his sidekick that looks like Seth Rogen, well, for him, the torment is only just beginning.
I love the setup you have here with soy sauce and other ingredients. How can I help?
Hey, can you help me make a Korean-inspired steak sauce for my steak sandwich here?
You can make a Korean-inspired steak sauce using soy sauce, sesame oil.
What do I do
brown
first?
sugar-
What do I do first?
Extremely rude from Seth Rogen here to interrupt her, saying, "What do I do first?" She did not take kindly to that, so then she started not talking to him anymore. She gave him the silent treatment. It is pure fucking pandemonium out here. It's chaos, and you can see him start to fidget. He's kind of swaying back and forth, hitting like a, fighting game character idle animation right now, and it's only going to get worse.
You've already combined the base ingredients, so now grate a pear to add to the sauce.
What do I do first?
You've already combined the base ingredients, so now grate the pear and gently combine it with the base sauce.
All right, I think the Wi-Fi might be messed up. Sorry, back to you, Mark.
It's all good.
Now, what you're seeing here wasn't part of the plan. I know that's hard to believe with how well it was played off here with, the Wi-Fi excuse. Very possible. Maybe it is all just a big Wi-Fi error, naturally. Live AI got confused here, thinking that he had already combined all of the ingredients for the steak sauce, so it was giving him the final directive of grating the pear. But we weren't up to that step yet. I don't know...
You know what? It's all good. It's, the irony of the whole thing is that you spend years making technology and then the Wi-Fi at the day kind of catches you.
Now we're running with the Wi-Fi scapegoat. A solid strategy here from Mark. We are all in agreement it must have been the Wi-Fi, the culprit behind this disaster here with the Korean-inspired steak sauce. Now, a lesser man would have packed it up and called it quits, saying, "Fuck you guys, this Wi-Fi is not up to my standards. I will not sully my technology with this less than premium service. We're out of here." But no, not Mark but Zuckerberg. He said, "I'm here to smoke meats, and damn it, that's what I'm gonna do. The show must go on." And so it did.
A few moments later.
So I think our call will be coming in any moment now.
Pause WhatsApp video call.
There we go. Uh-oh. Well, let's see what happened there. That's too bad. I don't know what happened. Maybe Boz can try calling me again. All right. Well, I got a missed video call. Okay, there's the actual video call. All right. I'm just going to pick that up with my neural band. This is, it happens.
You gotta love a supportive audience. The way Mark Zuckerberg is working them, he's turned this disaster into something positive. A comedic experience that the crowd is going wild for. They're loving it. They're having such a great time watching this. Now, if you've got real keen eyes, you might be able to observe a hint of uncomfortableness emanating from Mark Zuckerberg. He's doing a great job at hiding it, but it starts to shine through the cracks a little bit that he is a little perturbed. He is not liking that the technology is completely floundering here during the demonstration. Technology that will, of course, cost consumers hundreds of dollars, and now it is being shown that it doesn't work super well, apparently. But it could just be that pesky fucking Wi-Fi. It could even be sabotage. We don't know for sure.
Yeah, let's, what do you think? Let's just go ahead and...
Pause WhatsApp video call.
Let's go for a fourth. All right. Try it again. I keep on messing this up.
There is one clapping seal in that fucking audience that anytime Mark Zuckerberg smiles or says a word, he just goes, "Woo! Grow up! Jesus, man. Good Lord. Get a grip. You don't need to be trying to, cushion the awkwardness here or anything like that. You can just sit there and let him continue to stew in the agony of all the fuck-ups that are unfolding in front of you. But you don't need to be there to pat him on the ass like, "It's okay, Mark, you tried your best. Whoa, Mark Zuckerberg, yeah!" It's just, I don't know, I find that behavior so odd for these kind of, tech showcases. Like, Mark Zuckerberg's not going to care about you. He's not going to give you a big thumbs up for it. Like, hey, where's that positive guy that keeps cheering me on every time something fucks up here? Is it you? All right. And he starts crawling over the chair. It's like, I'm going to suck your cock. All right, now present your wiener. I want to give you a sincere thanks.
And if not, then we'll go for the less fun option. Okay. I don't know what to tell you guys. All right. We're going to have Boz come out here, and we're just going to go to the next thing that I wanted to show, and hope that will work.
I wonder what the less fun option was here. That sounded like an ominous threat. You gonna kill her, Mark? Is that what that was? You're gonna go back there and slit the AI assistant's throat or something? That was I don't know, it sounded so devilish. But he even, like, took responsibility, saying, oh, it must be, something I'm doing wrong. I messed up. And that's very big of you, Mark. He's saying, no, it's not the technology's fault. It must be user error. I didn't consult the handbook. I didn't go through the tutorials here or the certification training to handle such beefy tech. It must be on me. And, of course, the pesky Wi-Fi that we all know, known to cause these kind of problems, naturally. But good news. Hopefully you've still got your hand on your wallet ready to fork over hundreds of dollars for this. They did identify these problems, and they have fixed them, apparently. According to Andrew Bosworth, they fundamentally DDoSed themselves, which caused those hiccups. And as far as the video call goes, it was a never-before-seen bug. When the glasses went to sleep at the exact same moment, the device received a call notification, which apparently happened a few times. The bug has, according to Bosworth, been fixed, but he acknowledged the demo was a terrible place for that bug to show up. Yeah, unfortunately, just another awkward tech demonstration in the books for Mark Zuckerberg and the squad. I just had to talk about it because I've talked about all the other ones before, so this just fits kind of nicely at home with the rest. Anyway, that's really about it. See ya. About once a year, I do my own little YouTube rewind where I sit alone and watch the worst stand-up comedy videos on YouTube. I just marathon them because I get some kind of sick pleasure from watching these absolute train wrecks. Over the last year or so, I've shared a couple of my favorites with you all, such as the infamous biceps comedian that looks like Sid from Toy Story, and then the City Council stand-up comedian. And while those two are great, timeless classics, there's always been one that I've kept to myself for fear of it being too powerful, just too much for the ordinary person to handle. Human beings weren't really meant to handle this level of cringe, but this holiday season I decided I'll give you the gift of knowledge, and I'll show you what the worst stand-up comedy I've ever seen is. And it's actually near and dear to my boners because I've known about this for about a decade now. It was posted in 2011 and I found it shortly thereafter because it's in Florida. It's in my own backyard. So it holds a very special place to me, and I hope you all appreciate it. It's around 7.5 minutes, but I promise you it's gonna feel like an eternity. This is gonna be the longest 7.5 minutes of your entire fucking life. So as the camera panned around, you can see that it's a sold-out crowd here tonight. Everyone lined up and bought tickets to see this man perform. This is an open mic night at a comedy club, and this guy's taking full advantage of it. Now, in his defense, he has had a couple of booze. He's been butt-chugging some beer a little bit tonight, so he's feeling it a little bit, but there's really no excuse for how awful this routine you're about to hear is. In stand-up comedy, what he's doing here is called crowd work. He's bantering with the audience, getting them involved in his comedy, you know. It's just a little class participation, and they're all having a hoot and a holler. He's doing a great time here. So he just picks out some guy and starts calling him gay. Says he's gayer than a $3 bill. Whatever that means. That sounds like something someone would have said during the Great Depression or some shit, or like the Prohibition era. Like, I don't even understand like what the fuck it means. But anyway, there's only like 5 people at this bar, and he decided to make an enemy out of one of them. So he's already got 20% of the crowd against him right from the get-go. And unfortunately, the recording's a little late, so I would be very interested to know what was even happening before this that made the guy start recording. It must have been a fucking disaster even before he went on stage to fight. Like, he didn't even go up there and start with jokes. The first thing he went up there and said is that guy over there is gay, like a $3 bill. And now it's just been him on the defensive the entire time. It's like he just went on the Roast Me subreddit just to get mad when people start roasting him for being shitty. This is the kind of video that would haunt someone for their entire life. You know when you lie awake at night just thinking of embarrassing shit you did and it makes it hard to fall asleep for a little while? Imagine this is something that you're thinking about. I can only pray that this guy was blackout drunk when this happened, so he just doesn't remember it at all. Otherwise, he probably hasn't slept for a single minute since. Fortunately, it seems that herpes joke didn't stick the landing. And that is yet again another audience member he has made an enemy of for life. It feels like he has friends here because he keeps mentioning people's names, so he obviously knows people here. They have to be the worst friends of all time to let him go up here and do this in front of other human beings. Like, they should have just immediately, like, shuffled him off stage like the Men in Black, abduct him. Just get him the fuck out of there before it got worse. The second he dropped that herpes line, his friends should have been storming the stage. I'm sorry to keep breaking up his performance like this, but I just feel like if you watch this all in like a single runtime, you get cursed. It's like straight out of The Ring, like, you know, you watch that VHS tape and then you die like later. That's what happens with his stand-up routine. You watch it all in one sitting and then your wife leaves you and you go straight to hell or some shit. I don't even know what's going on here. He's not even telling jokes anymore. It just feels like he's treating it like a therapy session. You know, he's like, hey, I was married once. It didn't work out well. Anyone have this man? So the moral of his story, like the breakdown of his whole stand-up routine is women fucking suck. Jesus Christ. Like, what the fuck is even going on here, man? It's not even like a stand-up routine. He's treating it like a shitty TED Talk or something. I'm surprised there weren't sodden panties being tossed from the crowd at him. They must just not have heard what he said. He said he's looking to have unprotected sex at bars that he goes to. He's at a bar. So, come on, ladies, form an orderly queue in front of the stage and wait your turn here.
No, but I see you're wearing a wedding ring. Are you actually married?
Yeah.
Or do you just do that to pick up women?
You're not gonna hurt my feelings. It's not gonna work.
I can't imagine I can.
Nope.
I mean, unless I was the teller at fucking KFC saying you can't have the double stacker with extra cheese. Oh, I'm thinking on my feet even though I've been drinking.
You're good, man.
Hours. Shit.
Don't ruin the set. You're doing good.
Now, this is where it gets a little wild. So then the cameraman gets involved here. He starts targeting the camera guy. And it feels like I'm playing a first-person video game here. It was like I was in the driver's seat for a minute, and he was like calling me out. It's like, what? You're gonna hurt my feelings? I don't even eat at KFC, bitch. I think Popeyes is significantly better. What, you want to fight about it, pussy fart? You know, I just felt like kind of, you know, in the moment, like attached to it. Things got intense for a second. And then he picks somebody else. He's really just on stage to make everyone mad at him and hopefully force a fight to maybe sue them. Like, I don't know what the strategy is, to be honest, but that's like the only thing I can almost rationalize. It sounds like he's about to start crying and run away. But what if I told you, we're just barely over the halfway point, baby? Like, we're only in like the second quarter here. God damn it. We're just getting warmed up, really. He hasn't even got to his best material yet. Right now, you're just getting appetizers and stimulating your appetite. And he's ready to close it here with the main course coming up. He's getting really upset at the crowd, you know, like, why are they being mean to me? I was only insulting them and calling them fat and saying women suck. Why is everyone not my friend?
Yes, supporting real comics. I didn't know you were going to be here.
Cut out a lot of it, but he just starts arguing with the camera guy and a couple other people. He's literally just arguing, and it's not really fun to listen to. It's just uncomfortable. Like, it makes me like squirm in my seat. So I just cut a lot of that out, and I'll just give you the tail end here, and it's still awful. Like, the whole thing is truly miserable. It's just like a 2-minute argument that he gets into with people that are just there that were to enjoy comedy. He just starts arguing. That's where it wraps up. A legendary performance. It ends a bit aggressively, yeah, for sure. But goddamn, what a journey, what a ride. I imagine he had to have left immediately after that set. There's no way he went back in the audience. There's no fucking chance he went back into the audience. His friends must have just deleted his number and pretend they never knew him. They just called him a taxi and got him the fuck out and forgot about him forever. Like, there is no way you come back from that in that group of friends that saw it. It's not possible. No matter how drunk you are, that is a disaster that ruins relationships. Like, God, goodness gracious. What in tarnation must have went wrong, what went awry to allow for such a catastrophe to occur at such an innocent comedy bar? Ugh. But man, what a great video we have. I just wanted to share that. That is, without a doubt, like the hardest comedy video to sit through that I know of, that I've personally seen. I think it's worse than the Biceps Comedian and the City Council one. I know I say a lot, like I exaggerate a lot, like this is the worst stand-up comedy ever, but I do think of all of the ones I've seen, this one is perhaps the worst. And that's about it. See ya. When you hear the term risk taker or daredevil, you typically think of someone skydiving, base jumping, free climbing a huge fucking mountain, stating their opinion on Twitter. These are typically what people think of, but for me, I think of stand-up comedians. I think there's no bigger risk than risking the eternal embarrassment and sleepless nights going through a bombed set of stand-up comedy. I feel like when you go up on stage as a stand-up comedian and your shit is not landing, you know, you go up there, hey, what's the deal with penis, huh? And dead silence, there's nothing quite as heartbreaking, gut-wrenching, or devastating. Like, just imagine how horrible that must be. Volunteering to go up on stage to try and make people laugh, but nobody's fucking laughing, and God forbid someone's heckling, maybe someone even says boo. Oh, boo would just ring in your ears for life. It'd be like tinnitus, but if it was constantly insulting you and reminding you of the worst moment in your fucking life, make you want to cut your ear off like Ludwig von Beethoven. So I think stand-up comedians are big risk takers, and today I want to show you a man that laid it all on the line to deliver stand-up comedy at the worst possible place for it, a city council meeting.
Hey, I'm Uriah. It was really awkward doing the Pledge of Allegiance because I'm Canadian, so I kind of went with it. I did vote in the last election, even though I'm Canadian. I'm like, let's see what happens. If a Russian can vote, why can't I, right?
Introducing our anime protagonist here, this is Uriah. He posted this video himself, so there's definitely a level of self-awareness here, though I can't imagine this is how he wanted the set to go, just getting fucking ass blasted by silence. Like, I swear to God, this video is more quiet than the time Squidward went to that place to be all alone in SpongeBob. It's rough. His first joke kind of resonates with the crowd. You heard a few giggles, a couple chuckles, maybe even a little knee slap somewhere in the back. But from there, it's all downhill.
Being from Canada, I'm not used to the sun, you know? So it's just sitting there, you know, on the bench, sweating like a Republican applying for food stamps.
The way that he's looking around the room, scanning everyone's face, trying to find even the faintest smile at his jokes is actually heartbreaking. It is absolutely pulling on my heartstrings. It's like when a kid and his mom gets separated at a grocery store, so the kid starts panicking and he's like frantically looking for his mom through the aisles, just looking for this glimmer of hope, like, where is she? Like, it's actually sad. It looks like the fucking John Travolta meme where he, like, looks around and confused, like, oh, well, you know, why is no one laughing? It's a bad location for it, but I at least admire the fucking fat nutsack on this guy to come here and try. Obviously, I think the intention here was to have a viral video, or at least a headline saying something like, City Council meeting in Santa Barbara gets pushed off the rails as the members erupt into fits of laughter when the goofy Uriah comes in with a side-splitting comedy routine. These City Council members were expecting to tackle heavy subject matter today, such as picking up your dog's shit on the sidewalk, when all of a sudden, Uriah hit him with a stand-up routine. I imagine that's probably what he envisioned here, but unfortunately we don't live in that multiverse where that actually happened. Instead, we live in this fucking cursed universe where Uriah went in there and it fell flat on its fucking ass.
I never have issues parking. I don't know. I feel weird. I can always park. I went down to Las Vegas to be part of the, you know, the Blue Man Group. And then my car broke down. They say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. In this case, it was my car in my dreams. Because, see, I had AAA, but, you know, I'm from Canada, right? So I had the Canadian version. It's when 3 Canadians get out and fight over who's going to help you. AAA.
He's starting to find his zone a little bit. He's hitting joke after joke. A full combination blow here of comedy, but no one really seems to appreciate it there, except for the guy behind him who's got a smile on his face. Though it's hard to know if he's smiling at the jokes or the very uncomfortable situation that is spawning in the room. It's hard not to admire the confidence it took to do this, but if you're gonna step into the Thunderdome here, you gotta have some fire material so you don't end up with a situation like this. You know, hit him with the old city council, more like titty council, honk honk. That gets him every time. That puts some smile on those faces, I'll tell you what. And you get him with like a classic. What did my butthole say when I put a finger in it? Nothing. It couldn't talk. It's a butthole, idiots. Stupid face. Yeah, that would slay at the city council, I bet. So, you know, that'd be my advice to any future city council comedians. Just make sure your material is top notch. Like, these aren't robots. They're soulless, sure, but you know, there's still some human emotion somewhere deep in there. And I'm sure if you just tickle the right spot on them, they'd laugh. You just got to make sure the material's good enough.
I've never had more respect for city council than what you guys probably are feeling right now with me talking. I am American. I didn't commit voter fraud. That was a joke. Just to clear things up with the gentleman in the back, the police officer.
I'm glad we set the record straight there. It would have actually been pretty top-tier comedy if he actually did get carried away in handcuffs because they thought he did commit voter fraud. That would have been pretty wild and wacky. I don't know what's going on with the guy behind him that's not smiling. He looks very curious. He looks like an undercover police officer in a sting operation. I don't know why throughout this entire video he's been like analyzing Uriah so thoroughly, hanging on every word. I'm just saying his attentiveness is concerning.
I work in the funk zone and I hate it. Everyone asks me, is this the funk zone? Yes. Jeez. Have any of you guys rode the Greyhound before? The Greyhound is the Cards Against Humanity of travel. You just never know if you're gonna get stabbed, am I right?
I've never rode the Greyhound, so I don't know.
I'm wasting my time thinking. People don't think anymore. I'm like a live Twitter feed at this point. You know what I mean? I was watching. No, I wasn't.
Mr. Westman, thank you
That's
so
my
much.
time. Hey.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
All in all, it definitely could have been worse. He could have been arrested. Meteor could have hit the city council. I mean, there's definitely worse things that I could imagine happening there. But this was pretty bad. That's definitely in like the top 5 of the all-time worst things that could happen, shy of like an apocalyptic event localized entirely to that city council headquarters. It was rough. It definitely was rough, but I will say he at least ended on a banger with the I was watching, no I wasn't. For a moment there, he was going to go for something else and said, it's just not fucking worth it. You know, let's just pump the brakes right now. I'm not even going to bother. So I don't know what the fuck he was watching or wasn't watching, but he left it on a cliffhanger. And that's how you do it right there. Pretty good, all things considered, I'd say. That's about it. See ya. I've been seeing a lot of people posting shitty stand-up comedy on Twitter over the last week or so in some kind of contest to see who can find the worst stand-up comedy humanity has to offer, and I figured I might as well just swoop in here and win the whole competition here and show you the shittiest stand-up comedy you'll probably ever see. I swear to God, this shit is so bad. If your drunk uncle went up on an open mic stage and started denying the Holocaust, you would get more laughs out of that than what you're about to see. It's truly terrible, and I thought maybe this could serve as maybe a confidence booster to any aspiring stand-up comics who may feel a little insecure about their material. At least you'll know you'll never be at rock bottom. You will never be as bad as this guy, because this guy's got that title by the fucking nutsack with an iron grip.
Whatchamacallit? Everyone remembers their parents, what they used to do to them when they were little kids, right? When you were little kids, you used to do bad things. Remember what your parents used to do, right? My mom would be like, I'm gonna get the fucking belt, right? And when we were kids, we were always rebels, right? We always said, I always tried to mock my mother. I'm like, I'm gonna get the fucking belt, and right?
Unfortunately, we missed the introduction, but I imagine it was a lot like SpongeBob SquarePants during the comedy night, you know? Have you ever noticed salt shakers? I mean, what's the deal with airline food? So it is a bit sad that we've missed out on that, but at least we're going to catch the tail end of his performance here, and let me tell you, it's one for the history books. I don't know the comedian's name here, but he looks like Sid from Toy Story, and he's here to deliver a show that's about as entertaining as watching your apartment get set on fire.
And she'd go get it, and I'd fucking jolt right away. I'm jolting. And when you were a kid, you always thought that you can outrun your parents, too. Wasn't that the fact, too? But you quickly figured out that you could not outrun your parents. So I'm running faster than a black man with a stolen VCR, right? And she turns into a cowboy, and her belt is her whip. She's right away. This is where you give up.
He shouldn't have waited until he was face down on the floor. He should have given up long before getting to this point in his comedy act. If you can even call this a comedy act, it's basically just watching somebody ruin all potential job opportunities for themselves, and you get a front row seat to it.
This is where you give up. So you start saying, I'm not gonna put the dog in the dryer again, I promise. She's dragging me off like chainsaw with my legs in the back. Oh man, everyone knows what the parents do. Come on, dickheads.
He's beginning to realize that nobody is even so much as giving him a pity giggle at anything he's saying, and he's getting a little frustrated, calling everyone there a dickhead. I'm sure this routine absolutely slayed with his fraternity brothers after butt-chugging 15 Miller Lights during initiation, but in the real world, I genuinely can't imagine anyone finding this shit Wow. Even the weather gods hate this routine so much that they're lashing out in pain and agony. I swear, there wasn't even a fucking cloud in the sky when I started this, but the second he began delivering his terrible routine here, it became like a biblical storm outside.
Get him! What the fuck are you saying? Hey, gay! No, seriously.
So you can't understand gay people?
No, I don't. I seriously don't. Because what makes you, like, let's say for a gay guy, what makes you say, oh, I just want to suck a cock?
Yeah, so the guy's homophobic and extremely insecure, getting very upset when he gets heckled, and heckling sucks, yeah, but this guy absolutely deserved it and more. And for somebody who doesn't understand sucking a cock, he really went up on stage and sucked a lot of dicks.
Seriously, what makes you get, oh, huh?
Oh my God. I like to suck cock.
What? How does that signify that you're gay? You're not.
I don't know. You just said, how do you like to suck cock?
I'm saying if you were a guy, you have to pay attention to dumb fucking blonde.
You can hear the anger start building up inside of him. His voice is getting a bit shaky. He's fighting the urge to throw a full-blown temper tantrum and start crying. However, I will give credit where credit is due. I'm extremely impressed he didn't prematurely ejaculate into his jeans once this girl said penis out loud.
Blonde. It doesn't matter. Look at you, you're blonde, you're dumbass. That's it. Blonde dumbass.
This guy thinks and speaks like a caveman. Blonde equal dumb. Dude came out here after murdering 5 tubs of hair gel, making sure his hair could stand up for this train wreck of a performance, and now his fragile ego is getting hurt on stage, and he's not too happy about it.
Thank you for reminding me. I met a girl one time, and I asked her what her name was, and she said Dolphin. Okay? She said Dolphin. Wait, you said I met a girl? Look at my fucking bicep! You think I can't meet a girl?
He's getting defensive now. He's showing weakness. The football team threw him up against the lockers and now they're all making fun of him. So he's going through the 5 stages of grief. Denial, biceps, 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 and biceps. This is actually how I find this guy whenever I want to rewatch this once every couple years. I just type in biceps comedian, because he's the only guy dumb enough to start talking about his fucking biceps like this. And you can really just see that that comment really struck a nerve deep within him. I imagine he doesn't talk to many girls, so a girl saying that to him was just a devastating blow. So now he's resorting to his muscles that he's worked so hard chugging creatine daily to achieve.
Oh my god. Anyway, before I snap and start throwing stools all over the place, I'm gonna leave. Thanks. That's nice.
And thus concludes the stand-up routine. Any comedian compared to this guy is going to look like Dave Chappelle or Norm Macdonald. This guy sets the bar so incredibly low that you could never go beneath it, I imagine. At least it would be a very tough achievement to pull off, I would say. But yeah, anyway, that's about it. So yeah.